Both cars stolen just in the past month from their home in Arlington. This is one of them here. You can see the back window completely shot out, some of that shattered glass left behind, and a whole trail of debris leading into the parking lot where that shooting took place in the Walmart just tonight. We're headed back to the courthouse right now as a whole day of activities have been planned around this day and all of these pastors coming into town. When Hector came over here to drop off his trash, but what he saw inside, he didn't expect. A dog. How she ended up here, well, it's all captured on security cameras. That's when he crashed into the Ace Hardware behind me. You can see just the end of that trailer sticking out of the building. I want to show you the fencing here. You can see completely cut out. The league tells me they believe they drove their car right through here, but they also took away a program for kids with disabilities. It's pretty dark out right now. This was early in the morning Saturday, so probably about this. Not a lot of lights around. She says the suspect came from out of these trees, ran across the street, and tackled the victim to the ground just outside of this dentist's office. Monica tells me she actually got a ticket for jaywalking when she was a teenager. It's why she's a stickler for using crosswalks now. And says she remembers having at least 15 seconds left to get across the street. The principal here tells me a city engineer did come out to investigate, but said they didn't qualify for a school zone. Instead, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office put out this sign warning drivers to slow down with children in the area. You guys have a great time. See, everyone having fun. So the pandemic, of course, canceled this last year. I don't know if you guys can hear me at this point. Pandemic canceled it last year, and as you can see, everyone's so excited to be out here this year. Let's take a little walk around if we can get through the crowd. And John, it continued for several blocks throughout Brunswick. Marchers standing in support with the Ahmaud Arbery family. But this demonstration had a lot deeper meaning for activists and pastors from across the country.
Justice for Ahmaud!
Calls for justice
When do we want it now?
grew louder outside the Glynn County Courthouse today, backed by the voices of about 1,000 pastors from across the country.
These people love us. They're trying to show us that Ahmaud was killed wrong. And we know it was wrong how he was murdered.
Victory is on the horizon.
Reverend Al Sharpton led a prayer vigil with high-profile pastors like Bishop Herb Daughtry.
We've got some difficult days ahead, y'all.
But Ahmaud Arbery's family chose to focus on the positive as they marched with hundreds to the mural in the 25-year-old's honor, just blocks away from the Glynn County Courthouse where his murder trial unfolds.
His little brother and little sister can't see their brother no more. My brother can't see his child no more. Let's get our mind off of the negative stuff and focus on how Quez lost his life.
Quez, as Ahmaud's aunt, Diane Jackson, called him.
We love you!
She was overwhelmed by the show of support.
Remember me and my family.
Justice for Ahmaud!
Reverend Jesse Jackson led the charge back to the courthouse for a case where race has taken the stand.
We are tired. We're tired. We are fighting for our children. We're fighting for our future. And we will continue to stand up, come back, and continue to pray.
And supporters say they'll be back outside the courthouse tomorrow morning. There's another march planned on Monday next week. For now, reporting live in Brunswick, Robert Grant, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
It's almost an accident waiting to happen.
A lot of the traffic that comes through, they have no idea there's a school here.
Victoria Dykes drives her first and third grader to and from class every day. Gavin and Addie started at Seaside Charter North in North Jacksonville last year.
You want your kids to be safe. You want things to go smoothly.
In the car, safety is set by the rules of the road. But in this case,
we do not have a school zone.
The rule around here is 35 miles per hour. Victoria says it's too fast with the congestion of parents waiting to drop off or pick up their children.
I gotta say they're going at least 45, 50 miles an hour. And if your kid was to get hit by that, not a good scenario.
Aaron Rhodes' estimate isn't far off. According to the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, in the past 8 years, officers issued 350 citations at the block in front of the school. More than 60% were for speeding, on average 9 miles per hour over the speed limit. It's why many parents are calling for a school zone which would lower the speed to at least 20 miles per hour.
I'll get the cars to at least slow down and realize there's a school here.
The principal here tells me a city engineer did come out to investigate, but said they didn't qualify for a school zone. Instead, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office put out this sign warning drivers to slow down with children in the area. According to traffic engineering, school zones are for traditional and charter schools with at least 10 students walking to class on a road 40 miles per hour or more with no stop sign or traffic light. Action News Jax dug through city records and discovered of the 99 elementary schools on file, 12 don't have a school zone. But this list is more than a decade old. In an email, the city tells me inaccuracies come from the fact that some schools have multiple school zones while others have no school zones. Also, schools may have been closed or new schools built and traffic engineering has not been notified. We are in the process of updating our list and inventorying our schools. Victoria just asks for a safety solution while her kids are headed to and from class.
We just want people to know that we're here, that we're school, we have kids here, we have families that are just trying to come and go every day, and we don't want to see anybody get hurt.
In Jacksonville, Robert Grant, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.